We're back at our main apiary again today. We're going to be doing some more nuke splits. The splits that we had done 3 or 4 weeks ago are now have 12 frames. Some of them have 12 frames of brood in them already. So the plan is to knock all of the nukes down to 4 frames of brood and take all those extra frames of brood, transfer those over into new nukes, and add queens that we had just purchased today that arrived hopefully intact.
How fat that comb is drawn.
Yep. Keep in mind most of these frames here are 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. I think 2. A lot of honey on that one.
Anything by way of eggs?
I'm looking, but I'm not seeing any. No sign of the queen.
You're moving it.
Moving it. I'm hoping I'll find the queen right here on one of these frames. So that'd make the rest of the inspection nice and easy.
You have a cage ready or what?
No, probably should though. Could easily get a hold of one though.
I got brood on this side.
Yeah, lots of brood over here too. Just looking for the queen.
Not here.
This one's marked. And she's a light colored queen too, so she should stick out. So at this point, we're going to go through all these nukes that we have split and are now hopelessly queenless because they do not have a queen. And we're going to take these queens and set them on the feeder holes, then put the lids on, let them sit for a while, then we'll come back and check to make sure that the bees are willing to accept the queens, and then we'll go down into the boxes and install them. That one, I don't know what she's trying to do. She's all kind of all hunched up, but she's also trying to feed the bees down in there. She's licking. I don't know what to say about it. A couple dead attendants in these, but all the queens made it, so I don't really have any complaints. Right, so we took a little bit of a break because it's like 95 degrees and sunny out here. So we put the queens in the hives so the bees could feed them and take care of them and such like. So now we're going to go back in. We should be able to see if the bees are accepting them just by accepting the queens, just judging by their behavior. And then we'll go through and place the queen cages into the hives and call it good. We'll come back in a couple of days, check for if they've been released, and hopefully these nukes will take right off. You want me in the sun or out of the sun?
Out of the sun, I think. At least for a little bit.
You can
tell they want them.
You can tell they want in. It's because they're not trying to sting the cage. They're trying to get their heads done in as close to their new mom as they possibly can. That's a very good sign. These guys are going to take right to these queens.
So for these, we're just going to squash them in between the two frames and let the comb hold onto the cage. On the other hives, we might use rubber bands up around to just hold it to a single frame.
I want to see what's easiest and what works.
You got something to pop those tops?
There's nothing. It's just a candy end.
Hold it down in there and I'll shift it closed. Maybe we can't.
Screw that bee.
That's what he did.
If I can get the frames closed.
It's not like they're gonna fall.
Yeah, like if we can get the frames, yeah. And then when I come back on Saturday to put the,
It's just,
yeah, and I'll put the chips down, pop those out, make sure the queen's released, and close the frames together.
okay, so that worked pretty well. On to the next one.
That's so heavy with bees, dude. They are loving those queens.
No, these ones aren't.
Really?
Look at them balled up. It's this one.
They'll get used to it. We know no queens got in here. So I'm not, they've got 3 days to get used to it. At this point, they're still thinking that they have a mom.
No, I totally agree. It's not like we're direct releasing it.
If we were doing that, there'd be an issue here, but do we need to go open more? Or are you just getting bees out of the way?
Yes.
Go for it. I think you're good.
That gap's gonna spray. It'll push down there.
You have a hive tool in your pocket.
It's nice when you don't have to worry about smashing the queen.
Yeah.
I mean, see how that works. That's a whole lot easier than rubber banding them.
Yeah. Well, we're rolling with that.
I think the only issue you're gonna have is if you have too fat of a comb and you smash it in, it could suffocate her. But cover the screen up, you know.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have that issue.